Yes, a very good evening to you tuned in to UBC TV. We thank you so much for following all our work, the news, programs, and all our productions. Thank you so much for keeping it with us, and warmly, I welcome you to this week's one-on-one with Michael Jordan Lukoma, where we discuss a variety of issues as long as they are pertinent to the development, the growth of your family, community, and the beautiful pearl of Africa, Uganda. Now, we are a country that has just concluded a general elections of 2026. A lot happened, and each one of us has a different view of what happened. We've had stories before elections and even after elections. It is very expensive. It is not easy. Elections, politics is dirty. What exactly is the fact about whatever happens in an electoral process here in Uganda? Some people tell us how much they spend too much money and all such stories. We have an opportunity to get to hear from the horse's mouth. We have a public servant who resigned and went to dare a constituency. Yes, he did not win it, but at least even that alone is a ground to tell us some facts of what it means to resign from your job, go and take an attempt at a constituency. What happens when you don't win? My guest is none other than Mr. Chalimpa, actually Dr. Chalimpa Paul. He used to work with the Uganda Investments Authority, not so?
Yes, as a Deputy Director General.
As Deputy Director General,
yes,
you left this job to go to the village and take an attempt at a constituency as an MP.
Sure.
We're so glad to have you on the show.
Thank you very much.
What motivated you to drop a very big job to go to the village and take an attempt to politics?
The incomes of Ugandans, especially in my village, my constituency of Yanja, constituency, we have a Minister of Finance.
Yes.
The Minister of Finance is by and large a national minister. And once someone is appointed a minister, the minister reduces the time available for that person to serve the constituency. Two, our minister is quite old, is 82, 3 years, so cannot move in the villages. Yes, we appreciate the work he does at the national level, but for us at the local level, we don't have programs of government that are supervised, and the people are not mobilized to involve themselves in economic activities. So the first motivation was that being at investment authority, they are paying me as a worker. I'm not transforming my village. I'm not mobilizing my people in the village to be involved in economic activities, to have what to say, what services to offer,
yes,
to earn the money. If you look at other regions, like in Ankole sub-region, I come from Bunyo sub-region, where there is Chibali. Those, like for example, Kiruhura itself, the leaders mobilize the people and they are involved in 4 products which they say. One, most of the households have they produce milk. Most of the households have
a dairy
cows, which are on zero grazing, others in their farms, but every day each of the milk producing cows gives them on average 20-25 liters of milk. Now, on top of this, they use the manure from this zero grazing project each household has
to facilitate banana plantations.
To have, they have banana plantations. Now, the milk they sell every day to their cooperatives, and they sell a liter at 1,800 because the 2,000 is for the cooperative in terms of administration. That's like say they sell at 2,000 per liter. Even if they sold this liter at 1,000, now each cow giving you 25 liters. That is how much money per day.
So, did you leave office?
Yes.
To go motivate your people, develop economically? Mobilize
them. Now, Chiruhura has, they have the cows, which gives them the milk. They have the banana, the matoke. They have the same fertilizers is used for their coffee to get money every 6 months. And on top of that, they have a monde, which is Irish potatoes.
Yes.
Now, every day, let me look at one product only, the milk. In Chiruhura, per day, they produce 1 million liters of milk. And at 2,000 per liter of milk, that is 2 billion per day. Now, in my in my constituency and in my district,
Yes.
which has 2 constituencies, if you look at how much income, if you use tax as a measure of the income, every year, if you talk about how much tax and correlate it, if you connect it to the income they earn, in a year, what we say does not make 2 billion.
How do you relate this to an MP that represents these people in parliament?
What I'm saying in summary, government survives on taxes.
Yes.
And in our area, even they have put the roads, but those roads are unutilized. You don't find the trucks taking products like matoke, like say onions, like say
there is no
tomatoes.
production generally.
What happens, the main product that is there is the maize. And they have small pieces of land, but they grow still maize, which is unproductive if you are not producing on very large scale. And once the season changes and sunshine comes and hits them, you find they are off season and they are in losses. Some of them borrow the money which they use to open the land, as well as buy the inputs and also the fertilizers and everything. So you can't be relying on only maize, and which is the subject also to weather.
As a public servant, what does it feel like, or how heavy is it to drop a job and take a risk where you're not sure already, because an election involves so many things? What does it feel like to say, I am dropping this job, you are sure of a payment and survival and everything, to take a risk of politics, which is a game, you don't know what will happen after?
It comes to a time where you see that actually you are no longer, you have reached a level where you are not working for survival, but you are working to serve the country. And if you are in a position like where I was, where you are not making the key decisions, you are not a decision maker in terms of resource allocation. You are just working to get a salary, and you have made some savings, like I had done, and you have some businesses. At that level, where you can sustain your family without a salary, you have reached a take-off stage, or a stage where you can sacrifice and you go to support the rest of the country or other families, so that you can cause economic and social prosperity or transformation. So to me, it is not how much money I was earning. It is about offering myself to change the socio-economic status of the people in my constituency, but also bring about transformational programs to the people of Uganda.
For how long did you harbor this idea?
I had to prepare myself to do some savings, to start some businesses, to make sure that when you are going to elective politics, you may find that you are 7 people, only one person won. So the 6, you have to go back and do other work.
Yes.
You continue. Life has to continue to develop, to serve to lead your family, but you also to serve the rest of the people. And also, this has to be done through business or other engagements, so that you contribute to the country and to your own prosperity. 2, also I had to save some money for politics.
Yes.
And the interesting thing, I was running against the Minister of Finance. And I don't have to say, he has all the money. And at his age of 82 years, he has mobilized enough money. He has worked for over 50 years.
Yes.
Or 60 years. So he has all the money.
You can't be a poor man.
Yeah. And the challenge that we have in the village is that most of the people have challenges of regular income. So they have to wait for a season after 3 months. And when the season is bad, it means there is no income. Other people are in trade, and also given that there is less income, the profits are not high, the income is not high. So
they expect something.
So when the leader comes and has the money, it means he has the platform, he can talk.
I've had a chance to talk to a number of politicians and people that have taken attempts to politics. In addition to the chairman electoral commission, actually his statement is conclusive.
Yes.
He told me, yes, our politics is so commercialized. Without money, someone will not be listened to and all that. Then one of the politicians told me, some constituencies, you must have 1 billion or more, 3 or 2. And in a rural area, it is even more expensive. As a public servant, how much had you saved? And how expensive was it to you? Because as far as I know, you were in 2 elections. The NRM primary elections, then our general one.
General elections.
How expensive was this to you?
In the village, the person who has the money has more chances
Of winning an election?
Of winning an election through paying or bribing the voters, as well as getting his way through cheating, by changing the results, by bribing those your agents so that they are not around. They leave, even so that the declaration forms they send them off, and you don't have any forms by the time you reach what the talent center. So in the village where the candidates have money, both of them, the one who has more money is likely to win.
So you're confirming it is commercial?
Largely, it is commercial.
So how much did you save and how expensive was the election to you?
I don't know if it is difficult to declare how much you put, but in estimate, because for us, our elections do not start at the time when you are nominated. Actually, when the exchange starts, the campaign starts.
Yes.
You have to attend to burials. You have to attend to weddings and other functions. People have challenges of school fees. Many people are sick, hospital bills, etc. When you indicate that you are interested,
there's a politician who told me that you must buy at least a border at every stage for someone. You may
not buy, but I'm telling you, anybody who has a challenge in the village will reach out to you for help. And if you don't help only once, the information spreads and that becomes contagious. They will say
you're a mean man.
You're a bad man. You don't help people. So every day, if I told you only on daily challenges, functions, value, etc., you have to spend you may spend almost at least 500,000 on a single day. So if you are campaigning for the last 2 or 3 years, you can do the mathematics.
Okay.
On the real time of when you are nominated,
yes,
to the time you are voted, you may spend like 1.5 billion only for the time of elections.
Yes. That is from the official time of campaigns.
Yes.
Till 15th January when we voted.
Yes. 1.5, 1.8 billion.
How did you lose the NRM flag?
What happened on the eve of election? The person who has more money is the one who wins, gives money, and also on the exact day of voting, people are given money in the line, and the people would be pulled from the other line, from your line to another opponent's line, because they would be paid directly.
They pay me, I cross
the line,
another line.
yes. Even when the other agents are this side, they give you the money, you move from the other line to this line. Directly, they pay money there and you cross. And if they give you money at night, like 50,000 or 20, and you on the other line, they pull you from the other line to this line.
Because you were paid?
Yes. 2, children or students who are in secondary, who are not registered as voters, also they bring them and they line up.
How did you watch all of this and you did not come out to? Did you file any complaint?
I petitioned in NRM primaries, and they said there was because all the elections across the country in terms of NRM primaries, they had issues. So if they said if they had to cancel, you are supposed to cancel almost all the elections.
Did you witness your voters being pulled out of a line on a pay into another candidate's line?
Even I have videos. I shared them with the electoral commission. Even on the voting day, some of the candidates moved around from one polling station to the other, engaging people, and they were lining up on their side.
That is how you lost the flag battle?
Yes, it had a lot of challenges. In Uganda, it is survival for the fittest. Survival for the fittest. So it is very challenging. If you had people, most of the people gave up doing primaries because it was too much.
Was too hot.
It was too hot, money and the power and influence. Yes. So that's what would happen.
That's what determined who the winner would be.
Who would the winner? And once somebody wins, why do you know why they fight hard to win the primaries?
No.
Because once you win the primaries, you have the state support. And once you have the state support, or the entire government, the entire team is behind a candidate, one candidate.
Yes.
The whole government is behind a candidate. So it means for you, they will do everything possible to defeat you. And they wanted to confirm that. But it seems they cheated us. We have to go because we have some people who are pulled from the line, although they had eaten the money. But they could see the voters in the general elections who use private ballot.
Personally, did you bribe any voters?
We wanted genuine election, and what we did only was doing things for the community. Like if there's no water, there are boreholes which are spoiled or defective, we repair them. We provided those services, community services and all that. And the other support we provided was for our agents, so that they are not bought. So we give them enough money, so that they don't sell off the declaration forms. Unfortunately, that did not happen because we pay them, we give them enough money.
To take you a little back, you said after official nominations to the election day, you would spend from 1.5 or more.
Yes.
What were you spending on now this time? Was it transport? What exactly?
Now,
if you did not
let me give you an example.
Yes.
In each village, I had 50 agents.
Campaign men and women.
Yes. But I want to tell you what is unique is that on the day of the election, some of them can be bought and they find them lining up the other side of the opponent. That's how challenging it can be. Yes.
Your own agent?
Yes, it can be bought and be given money. Some of them, you hear them on the radio when they are announcing that they have changed when it is 2 days to the election. The same people you had who are campaigning for you. Because some of them would refuse. Most of them. But some of them...
There are those who would take money and cross over.
Yes, because now they come with 500,000, 200,000. They give you, you cross over to the other opponent. And that psychologically would make the other population think.
Yeah.
And they
that
give
actually,
up and say,
this man has a problem because...
So they say now if the other one who was helping us...
Drumming up support for him,
you has
crossed. Who am I?
Yes, and also I've told you, media is a very strong tool.
Yes.
If in your area like mine, if you have only one radio,
and it's owned by one of the candidates.
Which is for the candidate, and for you cannot talk, you are not allowed to use it. They are only listening to one voice. So it can be very challenging. It can be challenging to stand for. But it is worth it. Why? You are able to tell the people what they need to do as themselves. To fight for themselves, not to wait for government. To involve themselves in income generating activities.
You say that in your constituency, anyone who would win the NRM flag has the full backing of the party.
Of the party?
And the government, like you put
government personally, yes.
And you are on your own.
Yes, virtually.
And in the NRM flag battle,
yes,
it is now candidate versus candidate.
Which
one of the two elections is most stressing? Where you are facing an individual in the party elections and where now you have a party against you?
The final one is most stressing. Because everybody looks at you as an enemy. Everybody is looking at you as opposition. Everybody is looking at you as a rebel. And what they used to do privately against you is done publicly now.
After losing the party flag,
yes,
where did you get the courage now to go and dare a whole party machinery?
Yes,
as an individual.
There are three drivers. The first one, the first time when I lost in the primaries, I accepted to go behind the flag bearer. People were unhappy with me. They said the other one, because it's an open line, they feared hatred, and others had got the money. So they feared.
When was that? 2021?
That's 2021.
Okay.
So they were unhappy. They said, no, for us in a private voting ballot box,
we shall vote for
we
you.
could vote for you.
Because it will be a secret.
It's a secret one.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to tell you it is not correct. People, when they receive the money, they vote according to the interest.
What they have taken home.
Satisfied. If they are there, they are very few too. Given that the dynamics of the voting also, for example, we had other 3 who are 5. Others were eliminated along the way, but they were kept on the ballot box.
Oh.
So people would go and take them. So if you added them, you would be close or winning the other party. So voting or elections has a lot of dynamics or manipulations.
How would you describe our electoral processes as we take a break?
Let's look at the elections also looking at a democratic country like the United States of America. Last time we had Trump crying that they cheated him.
Yes.
I'm asking if they can cheat Trump at USA when he was
How
a
about
sitting
Charimba?
president. When a sitting president in the what we call the most developed democratic country in the world, I came to believe that not any election is immune to manipulation.
Okay.
Every election can be cheated, except the level of cheating is what can only differ. Now, coming to Uganda, looking at the level at which we are, the Electoral Commission, 1, the areas are available and they are there.
Yes.
2, the people who are involved in the elections, these people are recruited from the same areas where we come from. And they have also the candidates they support. Okay. These are the source of challenges, actually. If you do have agents coming from other areas, other districts, probably they would be seen to be independent. But they come from the same villages and they have people they support and they themselves get compromised.
They can facilitate the cheat.
Yes, be compromised. So all the electoral challenges you hear, they are not attributed to Electoral Commission at the head office.
But let us be honest.
They are attributed to our people.
Let us be honest.
On the ground.
Do you think you were cheated?
I was not cheated, except I was managed through resources and buying off my agents. Okay. And also being denied media, so I had no voice.
With all that, given all that, do you think you would beat the minister?
If I had them, I would. I would.
Would you take another attempt 2031?
I think I need to consult the people again. And also, given that the minister is an NRM candidate, I will need to engage him. He promised he was not coming back. But I will need to engage him to see if he's coming back. But also, I would need to engage other NRM party members and we agree who is the right candidate. Because this time, I don't want to go to election as an individual. Okay. We want to go there as a team, as a party, as NRM.
You want to get the flag?
Yes, so that we move as a team.
Let us take a short break.
Do you hear it? Do you see it?
In Uganda, Tanzania.
That's the sound of business in a developing economy.
For UBC News,
Charlotte Amuge in Kampala.
Catch the weekly business roundup every Saturday at 8:30 p.m. only on UBC TV, inspiring Uganda.
In a nation hungry for truth, a world where every story matters, there exists a beacon of trust and reliability. For decades, they've been our voice and our window to the world, holding the mirror of our history. With 4 TV stations and 11 radio channels spanning 27 languages, they stand as guardians of information, defenders of truth. With Maskari Heritage Advantage, they uphold every citizen's right to reliable and free information. Their archived stories shaped our past and illuminate our present. Yet now, as new challenges arise and the world evolves, their mission faces its greatest test yet. Be part of our journey and let's navigate the unknown, uncover the untold, and safeguard our future together. Tune into your public broadcaster, for it is the intersection of trust and truth. Because to UBC, your story, every story, and every voice matters. UBC, inspiring Uganda.
Doctor, welcome back from the break.
Thank you.
You look a traitor against your party. Regardless of whatever happens during the primary elections, when a party comes out with a flag bearer, the expectation is that you go behind this person. How did you decide to defy this rule? Because during the process, the president was clear. All the leaders in the party were clear. If you let us, we discourage independence. Let us focus on our flag bearers. Why did you choose to be a traitor? Because that's how they described that group of people where you subscribe.
Actually, if you remember, there's a meeting in Gulu where the president met the independents, NRM MPs actually,
yes,
who had lost the elections. And he indicated that in the constituencies where we have opposition, all those NRM who had lost should go behind the flag bearer,
yes,
so that we don't give opportunity to the opposition. In the Buyanja and Kibai district, we don't have opposition. So we are NRM, all of us against the NRM.
Good.
One, if you look at the statistics of those who won as NRM flag bearers, about 40 of them who had lost in the primaries won as independents.
Okay.
That gives a picture that actually there were issues during primaries. Two, in the same district, Chivale and in the Buyanja, the woman MP had got about 20% of the votes. The other person had won by 80%. But in the final election, the independent
the
candidate,
loser in the primary,
who was an NRM still,
yes,
won.
in the general election.
In the general election, Nabaduka, who is the Nalong, the new woman MP elect,
yes,
won Honorable Noed in the Basemera, who had won by over 80%
in the primary.
in the primaries. The question is what went wrong. You can see your dynamics
in the primaries.
in the primaries, and you look for your the other forms, and they will not be there. If you people would be both along the way, and you don't have the other forms, Panel C,
okay,
for a polling station. So, would you consider that an election? So, it was a good thing that we give opportunity for people to vote in secret ballot.
okay.
It is good to give it to people. But also I told you in 2021, people were bitter that they did not come as an independent.
So this time you
because
gave
they
it
were
to them.
in irregularities. And when they happened here, they said, we want our vote in the general elections. Now, all of them are satisfied, one, that there is no election that is not prone
to irregularities.
They will be there all the time. They will be there always. It is the extent to which they are there. Why?
Let me show you another area where you look at traitor.
Yes.
You are in a constituency
Yes.
that has produced a senior leader
Yes.
who has served the country in different capacities.
Yes.
Currently as Minister for Finance.
Yeah.
Very senior in the party, very senior in the constituency, very senior at the national level.
Yes.
Why do you follow him for the flag? He beats you. You go ahead even in the general elections.
In order to grow democracy, you have to allow other people to stand and get opportunity, and the people decide who is the best leader. As a party, when the elections are done, you should go back as a party and work together, because the same agenda, the same objective exists to solve the problems of poverty of the people, to improve their household incomes, to support the country, to have more exports, to improve our skills, to have more services delivered, to increase our tax base as a country. So this although when somebody wins, you are supposed to go to join the rest of the leaders, including that person
And
who
work
has won.
together for the good of the people.
Because if there are no good roads, also they affect you. If you have a car, or even if you are in a taxi.
At the start of our conversation,
Yes.
you pointed at areas that are a challenge to the people in Buyanja and probably Chivale in general. Of course, which is not in isolation. It could be the whole of Uganda has poverty and those challenges.
Other places are better.
Okay. Do you blame the situation in Buyanja on the current member of parliament?
The current member of parliament does not work alone. One, we have LC, we have the people themselves.
Yes.
Now, the first challenge which we need to address as a country is to change the ideology or the perception that the government is there to help people become rich. It is not correct.
Doesn't government have a role to play?
It has a role to play to
transform our
provide
lives.
an enabling environment. But the core role, the bigger part, is you individual. Because even when you are waiting for money, we are talking about PDM, the 1 million.
Yes.
The question is simple. Where does the government get the 1 million? Government does not necessarily just print the money. The government gets this money from taxes.
Definitely.
But I'm asking something simple. Where do taxes come from?
Of course, from the
From the
citizens.
individuals. As individuals or as who have businesses or companies or enterprises that produce goods or provide services, and the government charges tax. So if we are talking about the strength of a nation or a country is based on the strength, economic strength of its people. If you want Uganda to have more money to provide the services, it means its citizens must increase their economic productive capacity.
Yes.
So that they are able to sell more. They are able to provide more services at high quality, more competitive in higher quantities, so that government can have more tax. Now, the question is, what is the role of the leaders? The role of the leaders is to mobilize people by telling them that each of us in the development cycle, the individuals and the government have different roles. The role of the people, the leaders, is to mobilize the people so that they are involved in production. Then work with the government to provide an enabling environment, like good roads, bring power closer so that you are able to pay for the power. Government does not pay for you the power. To help people, connect them to innovators, or to bring the technology closer, or facilitate the training hubs or skills hubs like we have regional, like the president has established the skills hubs for people to get practical skills, shop making, shoe making, tailoring, electrical, building, construction, plumbing, etc. Now, when those people have those skills,
Yes.
now the local leaders are supposed to mobilize younger people, or even for all the people,
the general
general
citizenry
public,
in the area,
to go and participate and have those skills.
And you told me
Yes,
that this is the main motivation
yes,
that took you to stand,
yes,
to take an attempt to this position,
yes,
to mobilize people
Yes.
to be economically active.
yes, and they involved two things. One, in our rural area setting, even if you are the chief administrative officer of the area,
Yes.
even if you are head teacher, even if you are LC1, LC2, LC3, you don't have as strong voice as the one of the member of parliament,
Thank
or
you.
the minister, or the president.
So would you blame
Now,
the person you were challenging
yes,
for
now,
not having played this role?
now, what change do I want to bring about?
Exactly.
One, that as a country, we need to empower local leaders to have the voice, to have the power, to engage their communities and listen to them and take charge. Today, you hear someone, if there is, if people do not have their shower well, needs to be repaired, they go on TV, they say, government atuyambe, president atuyambe.
Yes.
You are asking yourself, what is the role of the local leaders? You know what I'm trying to say? So, people have shifted the responsibility from local level to national level.
Very many kilometers away from the villages.
Yes.
So, did you notice a gap in ensuring all that?
Yes, the first gap is that when one when I have an MP who is elected a minister, partially we have an absentee MP because he's busy on national level, has less time to attend, to mobilize, to engage the community.
Necessarily?
Yes, because most of the time, you can imagine a minister of finance, if you ask him in an interview, he wakes up at 6, he's in the office already by 6. In the Ministry of Finance, because virtual is needed almost every day.
But most of the ministers are MPs.
Yes, this is the challenge I'm going to show you. I'm saying it depends also on which ministerial level you have. For him, it's the full minister. Uganda, actually, my proposal would be a minister of finance would be an ex-officio. Because if he's an MP, he will have challenges being on the ground because they need you every day.
So we can't blame him for where he has been absent at the constituency level.
Because of the nature of the job.
Because of the nature of the job.
Yes, because being a minister of finance, it's a full-time job almost. Even when he was in the campaigns, they would bring papers, you would find people coming to his home.
Bringing office work?
Yes.
In Buyanja and Chibali, there is a whole district with an LC5 and a council. There are sub-counties with a chairman and a whole council to the villages. If you are to keep in the village, won't you be doing work that is supposed to be done by this?
Leadership is about advising, is about sharing the ideas, is about, we're talking about providing leadership. When you are at the national level as an MP, you are actually representing the president in that constituency.
As an MP?
Yes, in the elected, you are like, because you are at the national level, but you represent this constituency.
In parliament?
In parliament.
Yes.
Yes, I'm saying at the national level, where the president cannot come, you as an MP, because you serve the whole country, you should be able to address those issues. And even that's your responsibility is one, represent the people at the national level. As an MP, it is one of your jobs where you are voted. To represent them at where? At the national level.
What kind of strategy were you coming in with to ensure effectiveness in all the areas you're pointing at?
One.
What are these people of Buyanja going to miss?
They are going to miss one, somebody who has dedicated time. Because we have appointed, we elected Mzee, he's a good, experienced and everything, but he's very busy. So that's why I've told you, I have to go back and work with him. So that I fill in the gaps. Where he is not, I work with him and the people to fill that gap.
Okay.
So they are going to miss me only on the issue that I'm not directed the decision maker. But they still have a benefit that I'm going to work with him and the whole government to support it and implement income generating activities. Work with him to ensure that all the resources that go on the ground is monitored and is to do what it's supposed to do. Work with him to sensitize other members of the community so that they can be change agents in their own communities, to change the perception that they are waiting for government to give them resources to transform them, like a PDM. But PDM is only meant for those people who have a lot of challenges in mobilizing resources. But it's also a top-up to those who already have a saving.
So you believe you would be on the ground more,
giving him more time than the minister. You don't have to ask about that.
But you would deny the community having a minister in cabinet.
The minister for finance is the minister for the whole of Uganda.
Yes.
Yes. If we are talking about, for example, our district.
I'm talking about Buyanja constituency giving Uganda the minister for finance. If you had one, you are going to deny them that?
Maybe the president would appoint me the new minister.
Okay.
Or the prime minister.
Okay.
Or a VP. Don't you see that you even would have gotten more? And then I would be able to do all these things more and faster. But today, given that the minister works for the whole country, we don't have a health center for
your representation is not that effective.
Yes. For example, if the minister was for only that constituency or that district, we will be having a hospital. We need a hospital. Our health center 4 needs to be a hospital. We don't have it.
You see the challenge.
We have some counties where we don't have government-aided schools. They also have county.
Really?
Yes, we don't have. I've been participating even in mobilizing money to acquire land. Then the government gives us the budget, the money to build those schools. And they're waiting for the budget. I bought some. In some areas where I bought some land for secondary schools, city schools, the city schools have been allocated the budget money. But it's me who bought the land. What I'm trying to say to you, that being a minister of finance is a minister for all Uganda. It's not allocating this money directly to our area. For him, yes, because his responsibility is the whole Uganda. But me, I wanted to focus more here. And the president maybe would have maintained him as the minister of finance. May I remain as a member of parliament.
Okay.
Yes.
I now get your point.
Yes, that would be
see,
easier.
The challenges you're talking about, especially poverty,
yes,
has attracted my attention. It is not exclusive with Buyanja or Chibale as a district. You will go to so many districts and the challenges are the same. Let us look at poverty. What do you think explains the persistence of poverty in Uganda? Let us not look at Buyanja alone.
One is that when this government came to power, it did these 3 things. One, it brought peace. People sought peace, or some people still think peace is an end in itself. 2, Uganda, we are blessed that we have fertile soils and everything. And and bigger part of it is rural in the village. In the village, because crops grow everywhere, people eat and survive without having money, cash. So people still survive even if you have not eaten. A neighbor will ask you, I have food here in excess, can you come and eat? So the abundance of food became a big challenge. But in other countries, if you don't work, you cannot eat. So in Uganda, you have peace, you can sleep anywhere, you can do anything.
And you can get what
you can eat and survive the next day. Then the last part, the government of Uganda brought rights, waved away tax from individuals. So if as an individual, I cannot pay tax, but I can eat and sleep anywhere. And I have peace, nobody
is going to stop me.
Stop me doing
That's why have you not eaten?
So this too much peace.
That is the basic explanation for poverty.
Yes, that created a lot of redundancy. What needs to be done in simple terms now to address this issue?
Yes.
1, education. Education changes the mindset. Currently, the government has put up schools, city schools especially for secondary, and more schools also for primary, and is promoting free education. This is a good tool, a good step. Why? That as we have more people educated, they are easy to sensitize and to change their mindset. 2, their needs or demands increase, and therefore they cannot survive on only eating and sleeping. And they cannot work.
There is more to life than food.
They don't work for the stomach. Now they admire many things. They need to buy a car. They need to have a business. They need to have their children also study. They need better health services. This forces them to work. Now, that has improved. Now, what needs to be done? 1, in education, we have to equip the schools with have more technical schools, institutions, and also make the curriculum more skills oriented, which we have started. But what is missing now is to allocate more budget for equipment, because skills is hands-on.
Sure.
So we need to allocate a budget for skilling and have more skill centers, so that we have people who are graduating to be skilled. Even if they stop along the way, or those who stop in the primaries or secondary, they have skills. But
they
also
can be kept somewhere.
Those who live there,
taking in some
they
knowledge.
can go technical education. 2, we need to have more agro-processing centers, because we have a lot of agriculture outputs, which is being wasted.
Value
so
addition.
If we do more value addition by supporting nuclear farmers as well as traders who can buy in bulk, but also give them money. If you have been buying produce, we say we want to give you credit. You pay after 1 year. You start paying interest after 1 year and the principal. But you add value to the produce.
As we wind up, what next for you? Are you coming back to public service we work, or you're going to start your own things?
I told you before, 8 years or 10 years before I stood, I started businesses.
Okay.
I have 4 businesses: transport, tourism, consultancy, etc. So I'm busy in my businesses.
Really?
Yes. I'm
Around
a director in the 4 businesses. Now, this is the same question. This is answered the question. Where, for example, did you get the money for standing?
Yeah, that one you told me,
Yes.
and it connects well.
Yes.
Around
So
May,
yes.
after the presidential swearing in, lists will come out of state ministers, RDCs, different appointments. As you go to church, do you mention any of these to God? What I take up any?
What I tell God is that the leaders who have been elected play their roles.
I understand.
Myself, my business is prosper, and also I continue being a good man, and I continue working with the current government to serve the people.
Let me be straight.
So in terms of
What if the president mentions you as RDC for Chibale district, state minister for something? Would you take up ambassador, Uganda's ambassador to wherever? Are you ready to take up these opportunities?
one is that when I was standing.
Anyway,
I
would you like to take up these opportunities?
No, what I'm talking about is when I stood.
Yes.
I was standing not to get salary for MPs. I was standing to serve. So if there is service outside Parliament, I would still serve. But if there is no deployment, I have NRM deployment as a government in 3 areas. Still deploys my business so that the government can have more taxes.
Okay.
2, I'm a member within the NRM structures. So
You are still serving.
I still serving within the NRM structures. 3, I want to work with existing leaders who have been elected.
If I resigned from UBC to go and stand somewhere,
Yes.
what does the law say about me returning? Let me learn that from you.
If the position is still vacant and it can be advertised and you compete like any other Ugandan.
Afresh,
Yes.
if that opportunity comes and your job is still there, the UIA, they advertise for a deputy director general.
When they advertise, I can think about it, but I think for now, I'm thinking about serving government in many other openings. But
You wouldn't love to go back to UIA?
for now, UIA can say openly that position was filled.
Okay.
So that one is not there. So we can't talk about it. It was filled. And also, it is very important to have other people occupy some of those positions.
Okay.
When you want to be a national leader, it means you are outgrowing yourself in some of the positions. There are some positions. But if opportunity comes and it comes up and you wait and they're still interested, you can apply
By the way,
and be what? And if you pass and you win, and you can still go and serve. These positions are about service.
at UIA, there are times where there were brawls and
All those institutions have dynamics, except some of them are only come to the media. For UIA, it came to the media. But in most of the institutions
Of
are
course.
like homes.
exactly.
They handle things internally.
But what had gone wrong between you and the minister or with colleagues? What had really happened?
The minister clarified on that on her Twitter. She said she now grew. She was 40. She knows she made mistakes. She asked for forgiveness for those people whom she had. And she says now she's an old person, and
That is now in the past.
They just forget all those things, and therefore also I accept her request or what she communicated. So all those things are past. She's an old person. She has grown. She has asked for forgiveness whoever she had, and we forgave her, and we moved on.
So, UIA, no.
I'm
You are
saying
now in your
UIA,
business.
there's no space.
Yes.
I told you that person was given out. And two, I cannot determine what opportunities are ahead. And when they come, you always assess and confirm and say, am I interested or not interested when it is there. When it is not there, I cannot talk about it. Me, I like talking about what is there currently, what is here. What is here, there are two things. I have businesses to contribute, to run, to create more employment.
This is how I've understood
to create
you.
more employment, and also to grow them so that the government gets taxes. Two,
Dr. Charlie,
I have structures. I'm a member of NRM within the structures of NRM.
Yes.
I have to support the government and the current elected leaders so that you can deliver on better service to the
Doctor, this is how I've understood you.
Yes.
UIA, you are out, you don't know what is there.
Yes.
You are running your businesses now.
Yes.
Very busy man.
Yes.
And serving your party.
Yes.
But in case any opportunity opens,
Yes.
you are ready to serve your country.
That's the decision of the leaders. When they
That is how I've understood you.
Yes.
In case any opportunity
according
opens,
to NRM structures and how we
you
operate,
are already busy there serving the
you
party.
should always be ready to serve.
And you are ready.
I'm ready.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
What would be your message to any public servant who would love to take an attempt at politics?
Anybody who is in the government working as a public servant should not close out opportunity to stand in elective politics, but should generate enough savings, prepare their own businesses. In the case you don't win in the politics, elective politics,
You have a fallback position.
you should be able to serve the country in your businesses.
Okay.
But also should know that you should assess your constituency or the position you are coming. If it requires money, you should save enough money and know that that money you can spend it and still not win.
Okay.
And when you don't win, life should continue. But if you come expecting that you are going to recover the money in politics, even if you win, actually you find that you even spend more money than what you are being facilitated. But also, if you don't win, it may be worse. So as you prepare to come into politics, elective positions, you should do. First, have some businesses of your own. You generate that money from there and separate personal money for the business from money for politics.
Okay.
You should use the profits you have earned, part of it, to keep it for politics. And then the rest, the business goes
Because
on.
the business may collapse before you even lose or win.
Yes. So you should know that life continues with or without politics.
Thank you so much. His name is Dr. Charlie Paul. He's a former Deputy Director General of the Uganda Investments Authority, and he took an attempt at politics, but he did not make it through. But he says life continues. He had prepared. So he's not a miserable man. He is moving on with life, with businesses and other activities. And that is what we had to share with him. My name is Michael Jordan Lukomwa with Daniel Mugoya and Juman Samba and the whole team. Wish you the best of the night. Bye-bye.